My first VATSIM flight was a complete wreck. I got yelled at, and to be honest, I didn't even know what I was doing.
Oh, this is the other aircraft that is not doing what I say.
Which is why I'm going to tell you guys 10 things that I wish I knew before flying on the VATSIM network. Number 1. Use airport charts. This includes the airport diagrams, the ground diagrams. All of these charts will help you navigate the airport and remember where to go when you're flying. So for me, I'd suggest getting Navigraph, which is a subscription, but it provides you with every single chart that you need, and FlightAware. FlightAware has all of the airport diagrams that you'll need for taxiing. Tip number 2. Always have some form of notes ready, whether that's a notepad or the notes app on your phone. When I had first started, I was getting my clearance and I had no way of writing anything down, and I had to try to remember everything the controller said. Again, a complete mess. Tip number 3. Always stay focused. When I had first started, I would be getting distracted by scrolling on Instagram or looking at something out the window, and I'd be caught off guard by air traffic control telling me to do something when I wasn't ready. So for this tip, all I'd suggest is just get rid of all distractions. For example, this could mean putting down your phone, putting it out of the room, maybe closing your windows, just get everything so you're focused on the flight simulator. Tip 4. Don't stress about being a new pilot. When I took my first flight, I was stressed that everyone would judge me because it was my first flight. But it was the exact opposite. I was helped more, and people understood me because they chose to help me since I was new. Most of the air traffic controllers on the network are very helpful and kind to new pilots, so seriously, don't stress it. Tip number 5. Start at a smaller airport on your first flight. When I had first flown on VATSIM, I went to London Heathrow, and that was one of the biggest mistakes of my life. It was morning rush hour, and it was just complete chaos for me, so I ended up disconnecting. An example of a smaller airport could be like O'Hare, where it's not really controlled and there aren't as many pilots flying, so you could ask the air traffic controller if there is any questions if you had them. Tip number 6. Learn how to operate your aircraft. So if you're flying an A320 to a 737 or maybe a Cessna, you need to know every key detail of how to operate that plane. This ranges from every control. You need to know how to fly the aircraft, to operate every system on the aircraft, because the air traffic controller could give you very specific instructions, and you need to know how to comply with them depending on your aircraft. Tip number 7. Use SimBrief. SimBrief is one of the most important tools for VATSIM, since it lets you file your flight plan however you'd like it. All you do is simply put in your airline, your flight number, your departure, your arrival, and it will make the whole route for you. Tip number 8. Practice your flights and routes offline. I'd suggest doing this if you're new to an aircraft or new to planning the flight management computer. I'd just suggest filing your flight plan and trying to program everything and see how it goes. That is something that I never did on my first few flights, which led to me making many mistakes. Tip number 9. Use third-party tools such as GSX. GSX offers a pushback tool. Since the basic pushback tool in Microsoft Flight Simulator is horrible and it's very hard to get perfect, GSX will do all of the pushback itself, needing no user input. And there's other third-party software like that, and it just adds more realism and makes flying on VATSIM much easier. Tip number 10. Watch tutorials. Before my first flight, I barely watched any tutorials, which led me to make many mistakes, but after I watched those tutorials, most of those mistakes were patched. All of that being said, if you're looking to get into VATSIM, it is an amazing community filled with amazing people, and it is really fun to fly on the VATSIM network. So I definitely suggest it. Although it does take some work and some learning, it really does pay off.